Again, I always like to look at probability. 85% of the population is righty. Most people swing round, and they're going to step with their lead leg, or their left leg, and swing with the right hand. Okay? So as that happens, if I just go ahead and throw that punch, go slow. If I go to stop this punch without anything else, I'm probably going to be on the losing end because of the velocity that this carries. Okay? So you have to do something in addition to that to disrupt. You can do low line stuff, like so if the punch comes in, I can come this way and then work my wrap, or I can also counter punch. So as it comes in, boom, solar plexus, throat, chin, a lot of different things. In a moment, we're going to get into that. But once that happens, there's a reaction in the body where you just go, ah, and it leaves limbs hanging out. So as he throws a hook punch, the most dangerous part of this punch is the end of it, right? Now, when we defend this, do we block it or do we strike it? Okay, so that's a difference right there in mentality. Okay, when I do these, we call these outside strikes, high strikes, low strikes. Because in my brain, I'm trying to tell myself that, you know, I'm not going to just block your arm. I'm going to strike it. I'm going to try to cut through your arm. I'm going to try to do whatever I can to hurt you back. Tashi Logo always tells us, when you touch them, it should hurt. Whatever it is that you're doing, it should hurt. So like little things, like you throw a straight punch, instead of just parrying, he goes straight punch, I cut. Now it's a different story. I still did the same thing, except the second one was offensive in my brain. First one was defensive. I just want to get out of the way. Second one was how dare you, boom, and right away my intent changed. Okay, so from here in the hanchi, you see a lot of these blocks side to side. Okay, strike side to side. We drill that in here like crazy because our forearms are built to cut. Old text, you know, Anki Tosu, a lot of the old masters, original founders of Okinawa, they would talk about using your arms like swords. Now it's real easy to go, oh man, that was so cool, you know, yeah. But there's another thing to go, you know what? There's something to that. You cut, everything cutting. And it doesn't matter if your hand's open or closed, you can still cut with your ulnar or your radial bone, right? So from here now, what I do is as that punch comes in, I'm going to move this way to buy me a little bit of space. The apex of his circle, of his punch, is already predetermined in his brain when he launched it. So just by adjusting a little, it's already off. You know, the mathematics are off, and his punch is not going to be as effective. So what I want to do is think about the way this comes out. So it goes from fast, 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 to about right here it goes speed and power, speed and power, speed and power. Then it's like power, 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 power. And then the power zone goes away, and then it's like speed, 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 speed. See, so that's the idea behind that arc. So you have to know when to intercept that. So regardless of where it is, I like to drop maybe like at a 5 o'clock and hit, boom. Same technique here. Okay, kata teaches you individual letters, but you have to put these together. So just because your kata does this doesn't mean you can't take that punch and this block that comes out later on in the kata and combine them at the same time. So from here, once I get the reaction I want, boom. Now I'm going to arm drag. Let's say he understands what's going on and he cuts the corner. Now from here, I'm going to bring my hand up to center and turn. And then we're going to get back into what we were working earlier. Okay, so let's tie it in together. From here, I'm going to set my lock. So from here, I want to set my position to where I'm very strong front to back. Because if you look at his feet, where is he weak? Front to back. Okay, so I'm now positioning myself in what's called the strong voids or the yang voids, where for him they're weak, but for me they're strong. Okay, so now what I'm envisioning in my mind is the peroneal, right, between the legs. We'll keep it clean. So when I hit him in the head, I'm not just hitting him here, here. I'm just gonna push, and it goes through between his legs. There's a difference. If I come in, do a punch here, I'll hold you up. Okay. When I keep him here, right away I have decisions to make. Okay. I can look for exits. Right? I can hold on to him. If there's more people coming, I can keep him. Those kind of things. But if I need to get rid of him, then I'll set it up for this strike. Don't fall if you don't have to. See? Exactly. Superficial. I don't even have to hit. It's different. Now the energy went through him. Okay, so real basic entry, hook punch, offline, boom. Simultaneous attacks. Even though this is a block, not in my brain, and it's not going to be in your brain anymore. You hit. Instantly go for your arm drag. If he sets, if he doesn't matter. You still follow through. Notice how I like to take away his center by pushing and pulling. Push, pull. Now his head's over, I can transition now, right behind him. Stabilizing everything. Try moving. Spine, in my head, I already visioned it. Cervical spine is completely locked. Everything else is ready. Lined up for me to hit and come right out between his legs. So what I want you to do instead of hitting is push. There's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to go. You're going to feel it. It just stacks you up. It goes right through your knees. It makes your knees bend, goes to your toes, and then your toes fold, and you fall backwards. Okay? So, real slow, he hits, boom. Arm drag as I come up. The hand that's on the inside grabbing is going to come up. Turn. Other hand comes through just like in your set from earlier today. And now, get into your form. Scalp. You can do a lot of stuff from here. The push is just for you to get rid of them. Any questions on that? Yes, sir.
Angle.
Angle and direction, it's really tough to say a specific angle. I would say it's a variable. It's all relative to his spine. If his spine is here and that's all I got, I can still go this way. Back up. If he's even lower, then it's going to go that way. So my gauge is right between his legs. Wherever his legs are, I go right for that. No matter where he is, I go right for in between his groin. Yes, sir.
Well, a little question or comment. Are you stacking the vertebra in the sense that you want to compress the disc?
Exactly. When you're in this position here, again, one of the biggest things about the set earlier was learning to trap shoulders so that from here he could just turn right into me. These kind of things. So you got to learn to frame your arm and get set. I always like to use release points, as Tasha you talked about earlier. Stomach 4 is a release point for the neck. The way it works is this flinch response. See, if I try to turn his head, don't let me turn it. See, his SCM muscles immediately stabilize the neck, immediately. But when I press here, it hurts, so he flinches. It releases, that's all it is. So it's a release. So as I dig here and here, I'm instantly looking. These two fingers, everybody stick up your two middle fingers. Those are your latch fingers. Those are the ones you want to dig in here. There you go. And I like to add vibration. Sorry. When you vibrate it, it's a whole different thing. You see a lot of old masters too, when they do kata, they come in and they go, it's a little fajing, which I'm sure Tashi's going to talk about later on during his set. So from here, you just look at the spine and you want to shoot this energy through it and right out between his legs. And you're going to feel that skeletal stack. Boom. Very little pressure to make that happen. Now, I've been a couple of questions on the change of hands, so let me show you that as well. So punch comes in, bang. As I come through, the arm drag hand is going to set the angle. The other hand sets the body angle, and then it slides up. I switcheroo. Okay? That's where that occurs. Now, these switches can be like this. Now, he cannot see, and we can get really ugly with that. Let's just keep it basic for now. So here, I check the hip, I come up, and then I sneak in. I can keep both arms framed if I want to. Okay, a lot of you guys do kusanku kata, where it comes up this way. Okay, so that's one of your positions where you can really exploit that technique, where you go blow out the vertebrae, and then drop on the vertebrae. See? Then the next move in the kata comes this way. Right? So kusanku is a very lethal kata, to say the least. Also known as kanku dai, kanku sho, little elements like that. Chatanyara kusanku, same.